Hi guys, got a request from Madhav Mahajan. He actually wants two things. He wants a door alarm and he also wants an electric door lock. Well, it's going to take a bit of time to get round to both items, but the door alarm, I've just rigged one up. There's actually quite a few readily available and very cheap, which I'll demonstrate after this. But first of all, we'll show you the one that I've just rigged up. There's the circuit. I'll probably draw it up properly and include it in the video at the end. It's based on two different circuits I've found on the internet, and we've got a 555 timer there with a few capacitors and resistors so that it generates a waveform which then goes through the speaker and makes a buzzing noise. And then we've also got a transistor there that is turned off at the moment because this blue wire is, I would say, grounding or earthing the transistor so it can't turn on. But if I pull that wire out the way, the alarm goes off. Not particularly loud. I mean, you could work on that and make it louder if you wanted it to be. But that's my door alarm. So if I put that back in place, that turns it off. And the idea is, instead of just being that piece of wire there, you have a loop of wire going around your door handle that's attached to this, and when somebody opens the door it breaks that thin piece of wire, and which is the same as pulling this wire out. So it opens the circuit and the alarm goes off. And the piece of wire I'm going to strip out of this piece of wire. It's actually from some Christmas lights. It's got some thin copper wire in it, some thin strands. So I'm going to strip off enough of this so that I can use one thin strand to go round the door handle and back again, so that if we open the door it will break the wire and the alarm will go off. So I'll just strip a bit more of this off and then we'll set it up. Right then, I've used blue tack to stick my little circuit and the battery and the speaker to the side of the door. Obviously you wouldn't do that if you were making a permanent job of this. And then the wires that actually make the circuit or break the circuit are these yellow ones now. I've put two nails in the side of my door. I'll connect the wires, the alarm wires, to those two nails, and then I'll put the very thin wire around the door handle and back again. You probably can't even see it, but I've stripped off about more than a foot of that wire, so I can use one single strand. In fact, let's see if I can do it. Right, one single strand. I'll wrap it round the top nail a good few times. It's no use using magnet wire for this, because magnet wire is insulated. You'd have to strip the insulation off. Right, so there we are. That's a piece of wire goes round there and back down there. Now, as soon as I take one of these off, the alarm goes off. I'll connect that to the top nail and connect the other one to the bottom nail. Right, so it's all nice and peaceful, and if I open the door that'll break the wire and the alarm will go off. Nice and simple. As I say, you wouldn't have all that right by the door if you were doing this permanently. But I think, to be honest, this is a waste of time, and I'll show you why. Okay, first example. I've disarmed my alarm, and we've got a bit of fishing line going around the handle this time. So, open the door. Obviously, I'd be outside the door opening this normally. This is a personal attack alarm. And it's a bit noisy, isn't it? So the way that one works, very simple. If you pull that peg out, the alarm goes off. So all I've done is I've looped that end round that door handle, and the fishing line round that door handle, so that as soon as the door opens it pulls the peg out. And that's a bit loud. And then we got a third example, and I've got to say this one's my favourite because it comes from my bargain stores. It's a twin pack, so that's 2 for £1. In fact, the shop I bought these in, they were even less than £1. And it's a, well, in fact I've got one open already. You've got a little alarm there, very much like that one we were just using. On-off switch, and a magnet, and the magnet stops it operating. As soon as the magnet's moved out the way, the alarm goes off. So I'll demonstrate how that one works now. Just blue tacked it in place again, or white tack as it actually is in this case. So that's the alarm, that's the magnet, and as soon as we open the door, easy. So that one's about 50p because it's 2 for £1, and you can take that with you on holiday and just stick it to the door in your hotel room if you don't want any disturbance. Mind you, it won't be very popular with the hotel owners, but so that's the easiest one out of the lot. I'll just zoom in on it and see if I can refocus. So there we are. That's the simplest out of the lot. Magnet, alarm. Move the magnet out of the way. Alarm goes off. Open the door. Alarm goes off. Switch it off, no problem. So if you want, you can make one, but if you don't want to spend the money, because just getting the bits together is going to cost you more than this is, I'd go for that.